Friends, Dr. Murphy here with the Culture Cruise based on last weekend's New York Times business section. Now, we know business, our big crazy family. My nuclear family's created at least 8, if not 10 businesses. One very successful, Senior Care of Colorado, that we sold in 2010, largest primary care geriatric practice in the country. So that allows me to develop a virtual university, all the while I plan on being Colorado's next governor. How about that? 2027. All right, let's go there. In Silicon Valley, one famous road, two divergent paths. Filmmaker spy and Francis's richest man meet in court. Well, there's a joke there, right? $24.6 billion, the value of a grocery store merger that was blocked by 2 judges, but also by 37 attorneys general in our country. One of them, Mr. Phil Weiser, the man I will be escorting out of politics in Colorado. The one who gaslit me out of my profession, right? Okay, we got more here. The Fed is stuck fighting the last war. The central bank also needs to be nimble enough for the economic downturns to come. Our oldest son Dan is an econ professor at UVA. He gets all this stuff. So does my wife. So do I. Pete Buttigieg on passenger protections and flying coach. The outgoing transportation secretary talks about his record of holding airlines accountable. That's good. We used to call him Mayor Pete because he was the mayor of South Bend. And then our oldest son Dan's best friend James took over that job when Mayor Pete moved on to bigger and better things, right? Okay, filmmaker spy and Francis's rich man. This is a fascinating story. I'm not familiar with these characters. Minnows and whales vie for venture deals. There's a Silicon Valley debate over how size matters as investors chart contrary paths. Our number 3 son, Chris, lived this life. He is free of it now, married to a wonderful woman named Norma in Mexico City and doing all kinds of neat new things. He won't leave, so they work around him. A longtime tenant is locked in a standoff with the owner of his Manhattan building. Well, when we go to Notre Dame, my brothers and I, we stayed at a place called Johnny Johnson's. Okay, wonderful guy who's doing the same thing to the University of Notre Dame. Beautiful property right there in the middle of the expanding commercial center around Notre Dame, and it drives the university nuts. Good for them. The keys to celebratory compositions. Folks, I got to tell you that our fireplace decorations are as good as this one. Okay, just saying. Now, I have loved following the works of Billy Bob Thornton and Demi Moore. I don't know John Hamm. I'm going to look at this, Landman. So here's a story I got to tell you. This looks just like The Firefighters, starring John Wayne. It was filmed outside of my hometown in Casper, Wyoming. I never got there, but my dad's practice partner, Dr. Roy Holmes, took my best friends, or 2 of my great friends from childhood, Doug Holmes and Lee Holmes, out there. And they told me the stories that in August at our 50th high school reunion of what a wonderful man John Wayne was. Well, of course.